Bruce Springsteen, a rock icon. Now at 73, he's reflecting on a moment that shaped his career forever. He spent years on the road, giving his soul to every lyric, every guitar chord, every sweat-drenched show. Bruce isn't just a singer, he's America's musical heartbeat. But now, even the boss wonders if the music that lifted him is draining him. After decades of tours, personal battles, deep thoughts, he's hinting the end may be near. So what's driving him to step back? Exhaustion, age, or something deeper? Join us as we explore his journey. From a Jersey kid to a global voice, this is Bruce Springsteen's story. Born September 23, 1949, in Long Branch, New Jersey, Bruce grew up in Freehold, a working-class town where survival often beat dreams. His home was small, tense, a place of struggle. His father, Doug, fought inner demons, drifting between jobs, bus driver, mill worker, prison guard, never finding stability. His mother, Adele, kept the family together, working long hours at an insurance office, her paycheck the only steady thing. For young Bruce, home wasn't safe, it was a fight. He later set his guitar, and he weren't welcome, not angry, just honest. Doug's drinking, erratic moods scarred Bruce's heart. Sent to bars to fetch his dad, Bruce feared the walk home. Nights brought yells, beer's smell, chaos seeping through walls as Bruce hid in his room, curled tight. Those wounds shaped his music, its raw, aching sound. But in that darkness, a spark grew, one that would light up arenas. Seeing Elvis Presley on the Ed Sullivan Show changed him. Elvis wasn't just a singer, he was a force as big as America, Bruce said, full of rebellion, dreams, hunger. At 7, Bruce tried guitar, but the strings hurt, chords resisted, so he quit. The fire stayed, though. At 13, he bought an $18 used acoustic, learning by ear, copying local players note by note. Music became his escape, his voice, his shield. At 16, Adele took a loan for a $60 Kent guitar, a gift he later honored in his song The Wish. Catholic school was rough. Bruce didn't fit, too loud, too wild. A nun shoved him in a trash can, saying that's his place. A priest hit him at Mass. By high school, he stopped trying to belong, skipped graduation, done with small-town stares. In the mid-1960s, the world changed, and Bruce did too. He joined the Rogues, playing small clubs. The crowd's cheers gave him what home didn't, acceptance. He led the Castiles, finding his stage voice. In 1967, the Vietnam draft called. At 18, Bruce said, "I'm not going." Concussed from a motorcycle crash, he was stamped 4F, unfit. Free from the draft, he chased music. He tried Ocean County College, but taunts pushed him out. By 19, Bruce wasn't a student or soldier. He was a musician, a storyteller, turning pain into art in Freehold shadows. By the late 1960s, Bruce was known in Asbury Park, a gritty Jersey Shore town where dreams met struggle. Nights in smoky clubs, guitar low, he played till dawn with any band that'd take him. No fame yet, just raw drive. In 1969, he joined Steel Mill, his testing ground. There, he met players who'd formed the East Street Band, sharing his hunger for something bigger. They toured the East Coast, sleeping on floors, living for strangers' applause. Bruce got the nickname The Boss, splitting gig money fairly, a practical move that stuck. Steel Mill ended, but gave Bruce focus. He wanted his own stories about factories, small towns, forgotten hopes. In 1972, John Hammond at Columbia Records, who found Bob Dylan, heard Bruce. One audition, he signed a deal. With Vinnie Lopez, Danny Federici, Stephen Van Zandt, he formed the E Street Band. E Street felt right, Bruce said, simple, like their music. In January 1973, he released Greetings from Asbury Park, New Jersey, poetic, gritty, a Jersey postcard to the world. It didn't make him a star, but it got noticed. Blinded by the Light was later covered by Manfred Mann, hitting charts, showing how far Bruce's words could travel. That year, he released The Wild, The Innocent, and The E Street Shuffle. It didn't chart, but its energy, romance, struggle, shone. Rosalita, Come Out Tonight, turned shows into parties, even before Bruce was big. Critics called him the next Dylan for his poetic lyrics, but Bruce didn't want that. "I moved away from it," he said, not wanting to be anyone's shadow. He wasn't chasing folk or protest songs. He chased truth. That truth came alive and Born to Run. Every heartbreak, late-night gig, pain fueled it. The title track hit the Billboard Top 40, turning Bruce from a Jersey artist to a national voice. In 1975, he landed on Time, and Newsweek covers the same week. Fame that felt unreal, risky. But behind the spotlight, his life was fraying. Fame came fast, but it cost him. Bruce's deal with manager Mike Appel trapped him, paying little, controlling his music. Every lyric, note, choice went through someone else. In 1976, Bruce sued Appel, but it backfired. He was banned from recording for nearly a year. He poured frustration into live shows, delivering marathon performances that became legendary. In 1977, the lawsuit ended, giving Bruce freedom and a new ally, critic John Landau, who wrote, "I saw rock's future, it's Bruce Springsteen." Landau became manager, co-producer, guiding Bruce's energy into darkness on the Edge of Town in 1978, a darker, mature album reflecting success's shadows. Then came The River, his first #1 album, emotional, balancing personal and political. Songs like Hungry Heart, Fade Away captured working-class joy, pain, earning a Grammy nod. But fame, tours, noise caught up. By Nebraska, Bruce was in deep depression. Alone in Colt's Neck, he recorded it on a 4-track cassette. No band, no studio, just him, a guitar, his past ghosts. "I hit a wall," he said, his first real depression, forcing him to face it. Nebraska was quiet, raw, not a hit, but a masterpiece of emotion. It wasn't about fame, it was about surviving. For Bruce, that was always the goal. For years, Bruce turned pain into songs. But at 32, at his peak, the music couldn't quiet his inner storm. At a small-town fair, watching kids laugh, couples dance under carnival lights, he felt despair, not joy. "I didn't know why it broke me," he told Esquire in 2018. "As we age, our baggage gets heavier," he said. That was his first breakdown, his armor cracking. Tours, records, crowds kept him moving, but those defenses trapped him, blocking life's feeling. Fame made it worse, his friend Dave Marsh said, a rocket ride from nothing to everything, leaving Bruce questioning his worth. The cheers grew loud, but he faded inside. Healing was hard. Therapy, medication, quiet reflection, not stage lights. At 62, he sank again, his memoir Born to Run revealed. He feared becoming his father, whose pain lived in him. "I was scared of turning into him," he told Vanity Fair. Bruce survived fame, wealth, fear, but his greatest strength was learning he could break and rise again. Healing didn't erase scars, it taught him to live with them. By the mid-1980s, Bruce was a global icon with Born in the USA, a blue-collar poet giving voice to the working man. But behind the leather jacket, anthems, he was still Freehold's restless kid, haunted by shadows. That's when he met Julianne Phillips, his first wife, in a messy chapter of his life. They met in October 1984 at his LA concert, introduced by his agent, Barry Bell. Julianne, a model, actress from Evanston, Illinois, raised in Lake Oswego, Oregon, was calm, radiant, different from Bruce. She'd worked hard, from department store manager to New York modeling, acting in TV movies, comedies like A Fine Mess, Fletch Lives. She didn't chase fame, she had her own. Their spark was instant. 7 months later, on May 13, 1985, they married after midnight at Our Lady of the Lake Catholic Church in her hometown, a small ceremony with 40 guests, mostly family. E Street's Stephen Van Zandt, Clarence Clements. Moved up 2 days to dodge paparazzi, Bruce in a blue suit, Julianne in antique lace. It felt like peace. She appeared in his Glory Days video, waving from a car as he jogged, a brief moment hinting at trouble, a wife waiting while he ran elsewhere. Behind closed doors, things unraveled. Bruce fought anxiety, depression, dark thoughts, writing in Born to Run about panic attacks post-wedding, fearing Julianne married him for fame. "She loved me, had no bad intentions," he later said, admitting his fears were wrong. Fame's pressure worsened his mental health, Marsh said, trapping him in an image he couldn't escape. Bruce didn't know how to be married, craving motion, not stillness. His 1987 album Tunnel of Love showed it. Songs like One Step Up, Ain't Got You were confessions of doubt, Distance. We're the same sad story, he sang, words from his life, Van Zandt said. By 1988, Bruce and Julianne separated quietly, avoiding publicity. Photos of Bruce in Rome with backup singer Patti Scialfa broke the news, headlines screaming, "Boss's affair." Julianne faced the world's judgment alone. Bruce later admitted he mishandled it, causing her pain with no statement. "I failed her as a husband," he wrote. Julianne filed for divorce in August 1988, finalized March 1, 1989, citing irreconcilable differences. She rarely spoke of Bruce, but told biographer Peter Ames Carlin it was a time of growth, crediting him with grace. By 1991, Bruce married Patti, building a grounded life, raising 3 kids, weathering storms. "Julianne's one of the best people," he told the New York Times in 1997. "We were different. I didn't know how to be married." The heartbreak shaped him, another verse in his Human song. For decades, Bruce stood on stage like an unstoppable force. But in 2023, even the boss had to stop. That September, he postponed E Street Band shows to treat peptic ulcer disease. Fans were shocked. Bruce seemed unbreakable, a symbol of grit. This fight was inside his body, not on stage. On his SiriusXM show, From My Home to Yours, a month later, he joked but admitted the pain was intense. Steven Van Zandt told USA Today he didn't know how bad it was. Bruce played 5 shows through agony, pushing on as always. In March 2024, on E Street Radio, he shared the truth. The illness hit his diaphragm, his singing core. "It hurt so bad, I couldn't sing," he said. For the first time, he couldn't perform, couldn't be the boss. It scared him. Months brought no answers, just waiting, hoping, fearing the music was gone. By August 2024, rest and grit brought him back. He told crowds he wasn't done, the fire's still burning, some battles even rock stars can't sing through. In 2024, as Bruce found his rhythm after his health scare, his wife, E Street bandmate Patti Scialfa, shared a secret fight. At the Toronto Film Festival premiere of Bruce's Road Diary documentary, Patti revealed she had multiple myeloma, a blood cancer, since 2018 during Bruce's Broadway run. At 71, she didn't want pity, just truth. "It affects my immune system. I have to be careful," she said, voice steady, vulnerable. "I sing a few songs on stage when I can. That's my new normal. I'm okay with it." Her fight was quiet, dignified, hidden behind stage lights. In an ABC News special, Backstage and Backstreets, Bruce said, "She's doing good. We caught it early. It's tough, very tiring." Patti stepped back from the band, and fans asked, "Where's Patti?" She shared to explain, not for headlines. Multiple myeloma starts in bone marrow, hitting spine, ribs, pelvis, causing fatigue, pain, weak immunity. Yet Patti returned for some shows, each song a small victory. For Bruce, it was more than her stage return. It was his partner, his harmony, standing with him. Their love, raising 3 kids, surviving fame's storms, was built on respect, shared scars, devotion stronger than youth or lights. At 76, with over 50 years in music, Bruce made it clear in Philadelphia, "We're not quitting, no farewell tour nonsense." The crowd roared, Bruce grinned, still in love with music, his band, life. "Farewell to what? Thousands screaming your name? I'm not going anywhere," he said, defying time, fragility. Patti may not always be on stage, but when she steps up, mic in hand beside Bruce, it's more than a show, it's survival. Bruce and Patti prove that even against life's hardest truths, the song keeps playing. Which Bruce Springsteen song is your favorite today? Let us know in the comments. Like, share, subscribe. Click the next video on your screen, you'll love it.